Boom. All right. Recording is on. Edgar says, I got some shares of AMC because why not? Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. It was really, really cool. Dominic says, what pattern is that? Black candle gapping up into a black candle. So pretty strong pattern. I like it a lot. Been doing a lot of back trading on it recently. And yeah, I don't have any personal positions in AMC. I did wake up and checked all my accounts, and it was just a dream. I did not short AMC. But the cool news is a few of you do have some shares. Now, here's the answer, guys. And I've said this a lot this year. I have no problem admitting this. It's not one of those ego plays for me. If I don't know something, I don't know something. I have no earthly idea what in the blue moon of St. Christmas is going on with the market. I do not know. No idea. Like AMC, GameStop, no clue. No clue. AMC is about to erase all of its losses from this year on one day. So I literally had someone text me like, hey, should I buy it at open? I was like, I mean, I wouldn't, but sure, why not? Like, it's probably going to go. I have no idea. I don't know. So if you're in it, trail your stop. You know, if you're in the position, just have a stop loss in effect on AMC, like have it down here or something, or have it down here, like I don't know, $10, and just trail it. Because yeah, you're right. I wouldn't sell at a target on this one because they have no idea how high it's gonna. Could AMC go to $300 a share? Yeah, it probably could. I mean, GameStop did it, so why not AMC? Two phenomenal, robust, financially strong companies. Why not? Uday says shorts are scared. Yep, shorts are scared. They're buying to cover. And really, I do agree with my boy Jake. He posted something earlier on Twitter, and I do agree with his sentiment. So what's happening right now, you have a huge unwinding of over-leveraged positions at an institutional level. So people are shorting these terrible companies. And then these stocks are skyrocketing due to forced buying from margin calls. High quality stocks have to be sold because they are collateral on these over-leveraged short positions. I love that thought. I love that theory. It makes tons and tons and tons of sense to me. And I totally agree with my boy Jake. So just a small little FYI, that's my thought at least, and that's kind of what I'm thinking. So yeah. Anyway, that's in general what I have planned. And Thomas has some shares of AMC as well. So he bought some and just had some shares and just doing his thing. So congrats, Thomas. And Leah has AMC and GME. A few other traders have it. So again, think about this. This hopefully is a strategy that might help you guys with your trading in the future. It is a strategy we do employ a lot at RLT, and it's called absolute zero. All right. Now, let me just explain it. It's very, very, very simple. If you're buying something that's garbage, okay? If you're buying something that's garbage, like AMC, anywhere in here, let's say you buy it at $4.50. Thomas says, and to be clear, AMC is garbage. Yes, to be clear, it's an absolutely deplorable company. Yes, that's right. So if you buy it at $4.50 and you set your stop at zero, right? Because the stock can only go to zero. So if you set your stop to zero, that becomes your absolute risk, right? So you take your R, whatever your R is, and you divide it by $4.50. Would you guys agree? So let's say you're willing to risk $300. You take $300 and you divide it by 450. And that's how many shares you would buy. And then worst case, if it goes to zero, you lose $300. And you can do that with call options. You can do that with shares. You can do it with all kinds of things. And we do that all the time at RLT, where we'll find something, we'll go, okay, well, worst case scenario, it goes to zero. Here's my risk. Here's the absolute zero. And if it goes to zero, I'll lose X amount of dollars. And if it doesn't, I'll go higher. So for example, I think Thomas said he bought like 100 shares or whatever over here. So, his risk was like $500, right? If it goes to zero, loses $500. If it goes up, he wins. Type of one, if that makes sense, because it is a really, really useful strategy, but that might be something brand new for a lot of you, because it's still a way to control risk and take positions on stocks like GameStop. I had someone on GameStop buy 52 shares over here, right? 52 shares. And he's like, okay, if it goes to zero, I'll lose, whatever it was, $3 grand or $2,500. And obviously did not. And he's quite happy because GameStop pre-market went all the way up to 360 because, life. And yeah, so they're enjoying the ride. I have no idea how high GameStop's going to go, but I'll put both of them on the list. And the chances of me trading them are extremely, extremely, extremely small. But I will watch them just to see what they're doing, just to make you guys happy. I'll watch GameStop and AMC literally to make you guys happy because, again, why on earth not? They can be traded, so there you go. Doug says I call those lotto plays. Yeah, yep. Kodak would absolutely be another one for sure. So yeah, Kodak is gapping up, it's up 37%. I'm not going to trade Kodak because it's awful. But again, anyone can trade anything. If it has a chart, it has a heart. So if you want to trade Kodak, you're more than welcome to. This is the 5-minute chart on Kodak. So we can clearly see some support resistance. Keep in mind, if you're good enough with candlesticks, if you're good enough with charting, if you're good enough with risk, you can really trade anything. You can. For me, if I'm by myself, sitting on my laptop, just doing my own thing, I can do a lot of risky trades because I'm very comfortable with the risk. I'm very comfortable with my stops. I know for sure I'll get out, and I'm very disciplined. But on the microphone, where hundreds and if not thousands of people are going to watch me trade, I'd rather do something like DraftKings and GE than Eastman, Kodak, and AMC. So that's what I'm looking at. Now, the broader markets, let's go talk about those for just a second. Broader markets are down nicely. Finally, some selling. So the SPY is down 1%. Finally, some selling. This is, again, a reversal signal, theoretically, at an all-time high. When you get a hammer like that, it's technically called a hangman when it's at a resistance or an all-time high. So I personally would love, love, love the broader markets to come down to around here. I don't think it's going to happen today. I'm just saying I think everyone at RLT who's been trading for more than a month and a half is very well poised for a stock dip, some type of larger pullback, and some buying opportunities. So I am going to be looking for good gap downs that I'm excited about. Maybe I get a chance to short something today. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. And I'll also be looking for some long opportunities, and we'll see what's going on out there. Edgar says, "Come on, Smile Direct, you can do it." Yeah, so Smile Direct has another double bottom. So if it pulls back to about $13, that could be a good Bible. I do have some positions in Smile Direct long. So I am long on Smile Direct. Amazon, some people are asking about Amazon. So Amazon was gapping up yesterday, which was exciting, but now it's not. So too bad. I wish I could sell options after hours. That'd be so cool, but Amazon is no longer gapping up, so that's too bad. Ron says, I reduced my risk in my long-term accounts yesterday. Let's hope the timing is proper. Yeah, man, it is. I did a lot of it Monday as well. I sold a lot of positions on Monday, as you guys all know. And yeah, today's going to be good. AMD, we can absolutely watch AMD. It is gapping down. The last earnings, it kind of did the same thing where it had great earnings this go round. This earnings, they really did quite well, in my opinion, and it did trade lower into support and then bounce. So AMD could easily trade down into 88, 89 again, and then bounce off. I think it could go all the way down to 86, possibly. Not necessarily today, but we will watch it. I'll put it on the list. I could trade AMD every single day. The good news is it's only down 4%, which means this covered call is going to be worthless. This put sale is almost going to be worthless. they'll still have some value on it, but it'll reduce in value, and I'll be able to buy some of those back and play that. So AMD is going to be on my list today for sure. All right. Now, since the market is gapping down, I would like to find some gap ups as well. So let's go look at some gap ups since the broader market is gapping down. Pinterest is not gapping up, it's gapping down. And I actually did draw the other day that this is what I would love for Pinterest to do. And this would be incredible. Incredible. So right now, Pinterest is gapping down into the 50 EMA. Into the 50. So if you're looking at it, it's probably a long play off of the 50. Leland says, could we gap down and fade? Yes, absolutely. The whole market could gap down and fade today for sure. We've done that numerous times. Twitter is actually gapping up, which shows a little bit of strength. So let me put Twitter on the list since it's gapping up. Let's go look at Boeing and then iRobot. Boeing. Oh, yeah. Boeing starting to gap down. And the hilarious part was, true story, the very, very funny story. Right here, I got so many messages in December. It's like, Boeing is breaking out. This is it. Buy as much as you can. It's going to go back to 300. And it just reminded me, when it's high, it feels right to buy. I always keep that in mind. When it's high, it feels right to buy. This was a perfect resistance. Same exact resistance that it failed at back in June. It failed over here. Buy low, sell high. So when it feels right to buy, don't die. Right? If you're getting in again with very, very small size, or have your stops, because you want to be buying when it's scary and terrifying. And scary and terrifying really would be, I think, the 100, 200 simple moving average down here. So yeah, I can put Boeing on the list. We could absolutely watch it for a short trade today. I don't think anything is stopping it. And if it takes out this candle, after market open, a little bit later after market open, that could be a nice little selling event. So Boeing, I will put on the list for a potential short. Again, GameStop and AMC are going to be on my list, literally as just fun to watch. Virgin Galactic, SPCE. This is a good gap. It is an all-time high. We did sell some of our position yesterday for a target, for a profit, which is fantastic. I'll look to get in on Virgin Galactic again on a swing trade later. But right now, I will be happy to put on the list and watch it because it does have some edge, right? Talk about crappy companies with very, very little revenue and a high short float. Yep, this will be one of those situations. So Virgin Galactic, I will put it on the list. And again, if I don't get to all of your tickers, it's not intentional. So I will apologize in advance. There's just a lot of you here and you're throwing out a lot of tickers. So I won't get to all of them. Because again, guys, when you day trade, you don't have to look at all of them. You can look at just one and be good. Fubo TV is going a little bit higher. So Fubo, it actually is a nice gap. You have 4 bull candles in a row. Yesterday was an inside candle. Fubo TV is gapping up, and it had an amazing retest right here. So I'll put it on the list. I mean, it is a nice gap. We have a few traders who are in that long, so should be cool. Let's go look at CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike is gapping down with the market. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. This absolutely needed a pullback. So CrowdStrike. The unfortunate part is I think we're just going to sell off extremely fast and then just trade right into the 50 and then bounce on CrowdStrike. That's what I think. I'll put it on the list. We'll see what it does, but it probably is going to sell off way too fast before I can catch it. And then it'll start looking at a potential long later in the day. So that's CrowdStrike. Nikki wants to look at GoGo. So GoGo is at $15 a share. This is the in-flight internet. And yeah, it's breaking out. You had an inside day, high wave bear candle. Nikki, if it opens above the high of yesterday, which is about 1540, I would be more bullish than bearish. If I had to guess what go-go does, it most likely does something like this. Boom. And then trade sideways most of the day. So if you can catch it fast enough, if you have a quick enough trigger finger, or you're good enough with your broker, you might be able to carve out some quick gains on that. But I'll throw that on the list just so you can be there. Sam says Activision pulling back to the daily double bottom. Daily double bottom. Yep. So Activision's pulling back some. Again, you guys all know I sold a lot of my Activision on Monday at open. So yeah, it's pulling back to kind of retest this little neckline right here. Trend is so bullish. Earnings is around the corner. We'll see what Activision does. So that looks interesting. iRobot. So iRobot had a huge random update on Monday. And I actually do have a trader that had a covered call on iRobot. Santosh has a covered call at 120, I think. So he might get called away. This is actually a little bit of a harder stock to day trade. I've noticed in the past, the volume is subpar. It's okay. It's a little tough. So I don't actively trade iRobot on a day trade level, but if you're going to do it, it's a nice gap. Buy the dip. It's a retest gap, white candle gapping up, looks good. Hector says Teladoc, TDOC. So Teladoc is gapping down beautifully into 271. This is very, very nice. So this is a retest gap on Teladoc. This is a breakout on Teladoc. And my thought process is let it gap down, let it trade back down into 250-ish. And that's when we can start getting back into Teladoc for anyone who might not be in for some weird reason. If you're not in Teladoc and you missed all of my videos on why be bullish on Teladoc. So it is a good gap, definitely a bearish gap and go. There are some bulls trapped, but so many people are going to be excited about getting into Teladoc long that I don't think it's going to be a great shorting opportunity. So be patient with this one. I don't plan on day trading Teladoc. I'm just going to let it see how it plays out next 2 or 3 days. And realistically, I will be selling some puts, buying some more shares, buying some calls on a little bit of a more of a pullback the next 2 or 3 days. So pretty excited about that. My boy George, what up, George? So George says Micron on a pullback. So Micron, 3 bear candles in a row and is gapping down. It is clearing some support. Some people will be trapped. So if I pop in here to a 15-minute chart, there's not a lot of support on Micron. So I would imagine Micron could easily trade down to about 76.15 today, which is about another $1.50 to go. And then if you're looking at playing it down there, you could go long because that'd be very close to the 50. But this is a pretty decent bear gap on Micron. I wouldn't be extremely aggressive on going long on it yet. Because again, guys, Micron and every stock, I mean, every stock is so high. It's so high. So we need some pullbacks. This is perfectly normal. If you don't get an opportunity to make some money on a bearish day trade, that's fine. I will do my best to look at one and find one. I will put Micron on the list because it looks fun. So we'll see what's going to happen out there. Plug has been extremely hard to short. I mean, in all facets of the word, but it is trapping some people. Some folks are trapped on Plug. It's down 12%. Wow. Wow. Overnight, just everyone who bought yesterday is automatically losing some money. All right, I'll put Plug on the list. I've had a lot of requests for Roku. Roku absolutely needed to pull back, I mean, drastically. Right? So Roku definitely needed some pullbacks. It's very high. You had a high wave candle yesterday and we closed below that high wave candle. We do have 2 retest gaps that need to be filled, that one and that one. Again, Roku, pretty hard to short, meaning like it's only gone straight up recently. I'll put it on the list. I don't know if I'll get a chance to trade it today. We will see. Yeah, we'll just have to see. All right. Let's go look at Tesla. So Tesla gapping down very small. It is gapping below the low of yesterday. So it could be a little bit short down into 857 or something, but Tesla probably gaps down and gets bought up again. Someone says, what about Square? Is it a day to get in? I'm thinking of selling 180 puts. Yeah, if you want to sell some puts on Square, 180 is the location to do that at. Yep. SPLK. So SPLK is actually gapping down below our entry. This is a swing trade that we have open. We had a limit buy at 171.49. So we get to decide if we want to keep that open or not on SPLK. The volume is quite low. I'm okay with it. I mean, if we get stopped out, I almost want to get stopped out of some things just to get stopped out, just so that it happens. I mean, this market has gapped down and got immediately bought up so many times. And if it doesn't happen, it's like, you know what? I want to take the loss. Practice losing. Exactly. So I'm just going to leave that open. Kohl's is gapping up. It's a really nice gap on Kohl's. I'm going to put that on the list. Bed Bath & Beyond probably has a short squeeze. Yep, I'll put that on the list. And let's see what else you guys are looking at. What else are you guys looking at? Oh boy, there's a lot. Okay, Microsoft. We got to look at Microsoft today, right? So Microsoft's gapping up and trying to fade down a little bit. We all knew that that was likely going to happen. I'll put Microsoft on the list. Don't know if I'll trade it, but we can at least keep an eye on it. WBA, Walgreens, Boots, Alliance, all the garbage is gapping up. Nice. It's garbage day. I thought it was Wednesday, but it's not. All right, I'll throw Walgreens, Boots on here. Except Waste Management. Waste Management JS. Yep, not really doing anything special. That's true. That's true. Even though it's garbage day, Waste Management, not doing much. Beyond Meat. I actually do like this gap down. I like the gap down on Beyond Meat, gapping below the low of yesterday. Honestly, I think slowly Beyond Meat's going to rally out of this. It did have a huge gap. I don't think it fills that gap all the way. I think it gets close, but I just don't think it totally fills that gap. I'm still trying to find the stock that this gap reminds me of. So there's a stock out there that this reminds me of. I just can't remember what that stock is. So if any of you guys remember, let me know. If you can find it, let me know. But right now, I can't think of what it is. Rock says Tesla. No, it's something that has a huge gap up, giant selling candle, huge volume, and then eventually goes higher than that candle. Lauren says, when do we make money on the ride down on GameStop? Dude, I literally have no idea. It's hard to find shares to short on it. The puts are extremely expensive. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Peloton and Netflix. All right, Peloton. Yep, Peloton's gapping down. That's beautiful. Netflix. Yeah, what candle was that, Linderman? Do you remember? Let's see if I can go back and find it. Netflix. No, I don't think it was that far ago. No, I just can't remember. Michael says you can't short it, GameStop. I know, man. That's the thing. I don't know how to make money on it when it goes down. I really don't know. Peloton. It might have been Peloton. It might have been Peloton. This is similar. I agree. This is similar, but it's not the one I was thinking about. But it has similar properties. It's not the exact candle I was thinking about. There's another company out there, but anyway, it's irrelevant. Long story short, that the high that came in today on Beyond Meat is going to act a lot like this candle. Once it closes above it, which it will, it'll go higher, and then it will retest that high later in the future as a really good old resistance, new support. So, you know, for Beyond Meat, if you're looking at it, again, whenever we take out the high of this candle, you could go bullish at some point and then it can retest that level later. I'm not saying you have to wait to go bullish before it takes out the other candle. I'm simply saying if it does, it will go higher. It will go higher. All right, XRT. This is the retail ETF, and the retail ETF is gapping up massively. Wow. Wow, look at that. Just made a new pre-market high. All right, I'll put that on the list. I'm kind of feeling like I want to short something today. That's how I'm feeling. Lottie says, Jan, my head's spinning now in AMC pre-market. I took 40% profit. Hey, good job, man. Great job. I mean, I'm proud of you. I don't know what else to say. I don't have any position in this one. I'm not making any money on AMC, but I'm very glad for anyone who played an absolute zero that you're up enough to, cash them in some gains. That's super cool. Lottie says, what do I do with the rest? Trail your stop. Yep. So just have a stop loss in here below some candles. But congrats, dude. That's awesome. That's amazing. Sebastian says, Jeremy, why are you not going to play AMC? I'm dumb. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. I have to be stupid. I must be an awful trader. Sebastian says, just want to know if I should not do it. I'll say this, Sebastian. I have 11 years of trading experience, and if I'm not going to trade AMC up here after it's up 310%, you probably shouldn't either. Yeah. All right. So we have some stocks. Boeing, I'm going to keep an eye on it. Twitter, we'll see what it's going to do. I'm going to watch it. GameStop, just morbid curiosity. AMD, I'm going to scoot AMD up. I could trade this one every day. I like AMD today. It's going to be very, very interesting. Virgin Galactic, we're going to see what it does. Fubo, it's a strong gap. So I'll scoot Fubo up. It really is powerful. CrowdStrike, we'll see what it does. Micron, again, easily can go lower. I'm going to scoot Micron up. I actually like a short on Micron, so I'm going to bring that one higher. George says, which way to trade AMD? Easy, George. Let's pull up RSI. RSI is right in the middle right now. It's at a support level. So if it breaks above the support, we'll go long. If it trades back down here to 89.5, we'll go long. The direction will be long on AMD today. Question is just when. It'll sell off most likely early in the morning, right? It'll sell off pretty quickly, and then we'll see when it can bounce, if it bounces. All right. Plug is interesting. Roku is interesting. Kohl's, I'm going to watch it. Bed Bath & Beyond, we're going to watch it. Microsoft, we're going to watch it. Walgreens, I'll watch it. And XRT, I'll also watch it. So we'll just see what it does. We will just see. So I'm going to do my best to be patient on some stuff. Again, I will watch AMD because I do expect it to sell off early in the morning, which it's doing right now, and then trade down into some support, and then we'll see if it bounces. I'm not going to buy it blindly, though, because it is earnings and it could go a little bit lower. Even though they had great earnings, the market's just really, really, really high, and there needs to be some selling out there. We need some selling. Jason wants to look at CRISPR. CRISPR Therapeutics. Yeah, it's a good gap. It also needs a pullback. It's right at the 50, though. So most of these gaps happened overnight. It finally is at the 50. So this is the first time it's hitting the 50 since November. That's probably an okay support, realistically. Micron, I'm almost for sure going to miss most of this bearish trade. It's just happening a little too fast. This is the 1 minute chart. I know I can't trade a 1 minute chart on the microphone, especially in the free week, unless I get really lucky. Let's see if I can get lucky. All right. Micron. So this is the daily chart. That's a huge stop. Wow. $2. That is massive town. Let me see if I can get a little bit better of a risk reward ratio. It is a retest gap, so I'd like it to retest anyway. I'm not going to take that, guys. Just so give me let me see if I can get the risk reward a little bit better. All right. Virgin Galactic, we're going to keep an eye on it. AMC, oh, that makes sense. Some people selling and locking in profit on AMC. That's why you don't want to buy it at open. Bill Turner, right? Something's up 317% that you don't want to buy it. That's called FOMO, ladies and gentlemen, fear of missing out. Fear of missing out. You can't short it anyway, so there's nothing to do. You don't want to buy it and you can't short it. So CrowdStrike, I'll watch it. Plug, we will watch it. Roku, again, is pretty weak. Kohl's, I'm going to keep an eye on it. I would like to see what I could short if we get to short anything. Walgreens is positive, and then XRT. Wow, it's going to be one of those days where I'm just going to be waiting a little bit then, I guess. It'll just be one of those days. One of those waiting days. All right, let me come back. There's the drop on AMD. Wow. Now, if you did get a chance to short AMD, congratulations. Right? I did mention that it was going to short at open. All right, type in 3 if you guys remember that. I didn't get a chance to play it. I'm on the microphone. I'm not going to be that fast. But if I was by myself, would have absolutely just made about $2,000 on that short. Easy. Easy. AMD has been selling off at open so many times recently. So we're at some okay support. We really are. It's an interesting gap down. I'm just going to kind of watch it. It could easily trade down to the 100 simple moving average today. And this covered call up here is going to expire worthless. So that's good. So just going to be patient on AMD. We're going to watch it. It's at some support. RSI is low, right, George? RSI is low. It's at a support. I'm going to keep an eye on it to see if it can break above here, but I'm just going to give it a little bit of time. I'm not going to chase. Good job on Fubo TV. Wow, for anyone who's in, well done. Now, I say anyone, we do have a few traders who got in during the Charlotte retreat last week. So there's a few traders in Fubo, which is awesome. All right, back over to Micron. I just need that risk reward to be a little bit better. Again, it is a retest gap. So I'm going to watch Micron pretty closely. Virgin Galactic. This is an all-time high. So I definitely want to be patient waiting on that one. Greg says, I got a quick 3.5 hours on Fubo in 3 minutes. I'm still shaking. Wow, dude. Good job, man. It's always exciting when that happens. It really is. Twitter just got squash buckled at open. Okay, so we'll see what it does. Beyond Meat. So Beyond Meat, again, is more bullish. I'm not going to argue that at all. It is more bullish. Let me put it on the list so that we'll have it on the list. And I'm going to scoot it up. Because with all of that selling yesterday, you're going to have some people who are going to be interested in buying this dip. And I'll be one of those people. So I'm going to keep a pretty close eye on it. Again, I do not mind waiting, though. All right, Roku, 5 minute. So Steven Jackson saying this is a hammer, and he's going to be looking at playing it long if it breaks above this hammer on Roku. I get it, Steven. Makes sense. Joel says pins. Yep, pins is down. This is true. BlackBerry. BlackBerry. Why not? Why not? BlackBerry is gapping and going higher. Okay, so AMD. I'm watching it for a long down here. Just going to keep a pretty close eye on it. And then Micron. I'm just not going to be able to get fast enough on Micron. Not going to be quite fast enough. All right, so here's what I'm looking for on AMD. I'm going to look for it to take above this and then retest this level. All right, this is my plan for the future. I'm not saying it's going to work. I'm just simply saying if it does it, I'll try to trade it. 87.87 would be my entry. Stop loss would be 86.87. Let me see if that's below the 100 simple on the daily chart. 100 simple on the daily is 85 something, I think. It's not loading. Okay, so 85 and some change. Got it. All right, so we just broke above on AMD. All right, 87.87 by 86.87. 86.87. Oh, wow, that's super tight. Jeez. All right, well, I guess I'll wait on that then. Let me give AMD a little bit more time. Usually it moves in a dollar range, but this one candle is over $1.50. That's large. That's very large. So I'm just going to wait on that one for just a few minutes. Someone told me that the market's open until 4 p.m. Eastern today. I don't know if that's true. If you guys want to check on that for me. It's just a rumor that I heard earlier in the day. Total guesswork. Alex says stand by. All right. Stand by. Let's find out. So again, beyond me, I do like it for a bullish day trade. I'm just going to be watching it though. Fubo is nice. Virgin Galactic, I'll keep an eye on it. Boeing is going to get train wrecked. Just going to watch Boeing. I'm going to try to be patient today, guys. Today's a little bit weird for day trades. All I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to find a pattern that I like. That's really it. I'm just trying to find a pattern, and this might be the pattern. Plug power gapping down into the 10 EMA has been extremely bullish. Alex says he can confirm that the market is open until 4 p.m. Eastern today. Thank you, sir. Very, very good to know. So this could be a bullish fade. Why bullish? Well, Plug has been an extremely strong bullish stock recently, and this is gapping down. It is trapping some people, but can it go higher? And I think the answer is yes. So let me give that one 4 or 5 minutes to see if it can close, and I'll definitely scoot up here on the list. Again, the reason I'm not getting into AMD is I just think the risk reward's it's a little light. So I'm trying to see if I can get it better. Reed says Thinkorswim will not sell my GameStop shares. Sorry, man. Sorry, bro. It sucks. Reed says I only have one share. It's cool. So again, AMC, are you guys happy to not buy the open? It's down $5 since the open. 5. iRobot, the squeeze is on. Short squeeze on iRobot, guys. Here's the thing. If you're wanting to play one of those random, crazy, insane moves, this one could be one of those. This one could be one of those that just absolutely flies to the moon. Again, will it? I have no idea, but it could. So if you're going to play an absolute zero, if you're going to do something intriguing on it, this could be one of those intriguing things that you play it on. Robert Falco played BlackBerry, so good job, Robert. It was a good gap, and I think you just sold your positions, man. So well done. Very well done. All right, I think the risk reward is getting a little bit better here on AMD. All right, let me just keep watching it. A few more minutes just to see how it closes. Plug is definitely a strong maybe. Andres says AMC was at a 3-year high. Crazy to think it was going past the 3-year high with not one movie open. Yeah, dude, I know. But yeah, there's plenty of people that wanted to buy it. You know, that's that fear, man. The inexperience, the fear of uncertainty, the fear of missing out, all of it really coming into play. You are absolutely correct. Boeing. This could be a good trap on Boeing. What's the low of this candle? 95.30. 93.60, 93.63. Maybe. So again, right now, team, I am just waiting it out. I haven't taken any day trade yet. I'm trying my best to be as patient as I can. It's a little bit of a weird day. Kohl's is up 8%. That's why it's a little bit of a weird day. GameStop is up, a lot. Bed Bath & Beyond, they sell pillows, up a lot. Microsoft, an actual company, up 0.7%. Amazon, I heard they do things, down 2% after being up 3% post-market. Weird day. Very, very weird day. Nikola. Yep. Talked about that one yesterday. This one's going to keep going. This is. I mean, talk about pure garbage, absolute trash. The trashiest of the trash. Might as well put on the list. All right. So I'm keeping an eye out on some things. I'm watching it. I'm just watching right now. I have not taken one single day trade. I'll let you guys know when I do, but I have not done anything yet. I'm just trying my best to be patient and get good risk reward. The AMD is what I'm watching the most. It is on earnings, so it's going to be a little bit strange. I don't think it's going to just absolutely rampage anyway. That's still more than $1. Man, that's some huge candles. Pedro says, what do you think about CFDs? Good to short and 20% margins. So the only thing I can say about CFD, Pedro, is I can't trade them. I'm in the US. So the United States of America, we can't trade CFDs. So I don't really have any personal experience trading them. I know they trade very similar to stock. So have your stop losses in place and do what you got to do. ST&E. So Donna says, is this triggering a swing? Yep. If you want to buy ST&E, this is the spot. This will be the top of your pyramid. So if you're pyramiding in, if you're dollar cost averaging in, this would probably be the top on Stone Co. Limited. Nice little pullback on that one. Beyond Meat, surging. Very nice. Nice for anyone who caught that. Still waiting for me on some things. Twitter's going down. GameStop got halted. AMC got halted. All the trash is getting halted. CrowdStrike. I like this little doji right here. Lauren says, you like Square down here. I talked about Square in depth yesterday in the afternoon swing trading room. I can go look at it again, but Square around 180 should be kind of cool. So CrowdStrike, this is a maybe. I still like it a little bit lower. Man, just waiting. Just waiting. You're like, why are you waiting, Newsom? Because there's so much weirdness going on today. It is very strange. Something I like to remind myself, you don't have to make money every day to make money every month. The hardest thing to do in the stock market is to not do anything. That's the hardest thing. By the way, type in a 4 if you were in the afternoon swing trading room yesterday. Remember me talking about that Microsoft was going to fade lower. Yes, yes, yes. That's the blue chips. That's the blue chips for you. Gap up fades. Apple kind of gapping, a little bit, just hanging out for the most part, chilling until earnings. The Qs also gapped down, right? SPY gapped down. There we go. Some selling. Nice. Little bit of selling. We've been waiting for it. My mentorship group last night, literally all we talked about for a good hour was how we are so perfectly positioned to buy some pullbacks. I got cash. I'm ready. Absolutely ready. Okay. All right, let me pull up Nicola. And again, iRobot. I told you guys, iRobot can just keep on going. If you're playing one of those YOLO short squeezes, that would be this one could go to 200 today. No idea what it's going to do, but it could just absolutely crush. VRM, yep, Vroom filled. It did indeed. For the weekly options newsletter, yep. Net, so I got stopped out on some swing trades, which is good. I should have exited both of them on Monday. I thought about it. I was so close to doing it, but I was like, I'm already locking in a lot of profit, so maybe I don't have to. But yeah, I got stopped out on those for sure. Big Short, aka Chris Short, says I'm in 80% cash. Beautiful. That's smart. Nvidia going lower and AMD. So again, I haven't played AMD yet. AMD, this is ADM. Going lower. Wow. Sinking. Okay. Again, I haven't played anything yet. 85.82 is the 100 simple moving average. 85.82. So right here is the 100. So I'm going to watch AMD all day. Don't you guys worry. All day. But I'm glad to avoid losing on it. Just the risk reward wasn't great right now. Beyond Meat's doing its thing. Micron still doing its thing. Fubo. I think I could take that off the list. Greg got in and out. That was the best way to play it. A bunch. Look at all the white candles. Type in a 7 if this makes so much sense that Fubo is gapping up and selling off. Look at all those bull candles. Tons and tons and tons of bull candles. All those buyers gapping up, big flush higher, sell it. Yep. Easy. Ken Freeman says his Blue Apron going to soar. Probably. I'll put it on the list because I don't disagree with you. AMWL to 40. Oh my goodness. What? Yes. I love it. I love it. We'll cancel that official swing trade, obviously. The new one I set up. Now, the reason I'm excited is because this is the one that we talked about, 2 days ago, but all of us at RLT are already in Amwell. I mean, there's no reason you couldn't be in. Like, we were setting that trade up forever ago. So Amwell, beautiful, beautiful trade. Patrick says, thank you, Jan. I bought it yesterday. Whitney says, yes, I bought Amwell at 28 when you said to. There you go, Whitney. What a pro. What a pro. Donna says, target on Amwell. This blue line right here around 42. Well, I would say, Donna, is I would consider and highly suggest considering getting into a collar up here on Amwell. Joel says, Amwell was the best trade I've ever done. Well done, brother. Well done. So yeah, I would say get into a collar up here at 41 and some change. JS says, I am in AMD. All right, my man. Thank you for sharing. 86.77 by 85.77. Partial target at 87.87, which is 1R, and the rest at 89.86. Appreciate sharing your trading plan with us, JS. Thank you, my man. Best of luck. Okay. So, stopped out of net and First Solar swing trade. Should have sold Monday. Was very close to doing it. Also, cancel AMWL swing trade. most of you should already be in. All right, so I'm gonna post that in the 2 channels there and then the swing trade channel. Okay, cool. And INO and SPOK. So SPOK, we did get filled on at open. So 169.96. So we have good risk reward because we got filled lower than we wanted to, which is always a good thing. And then INO, I'll have to check my other account and see if I got filled. Did you guys get filled on the INO trade? It doesn't look like you did. If you were in shares, you wouldn't have gotten triggered. I don't think the option. I'll have to go and check my other account, but I don't think you did. Okay, you guys said didn't. All right. All right. Affirmative. Got it. Ooh, AMD almost to the 100. Shoot. Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on this one. This is still a good play. Good job, JS. That was beautiful, man. Beautiful. Very, very pretty. All right. Virgin Galactic. I'll take it off the list. NKLA. We'll see. Blue Apron. Ken Freeman's not wrong. This one could absolutely be one of those random ones that just flies. This one could be it. Someone says Palantir has rebounded. So PLTR, this is one that, wow, this is one that we were in on the swing trade, and that's really, really powerful. Okay, I'll put it on the list. We'll just see what it does. Tesla. I don't necessarily want to short Tesla today. I'll just wait. I'll just wait. Shorting Tesla very rarely works. Very rarely. Okay, guys. So again, yes, you were correct. I still haven't taken a day trade yet. I did miss AMD very closely by the 100. I already had an order set up there to buy it at the 100. So I'm going to miss that entry. I'm going to keep an eye on it for a day trade, though. We are going to see. I like this Morningstar reversal on the 3-minute chart. It's very pretty. 87.19. Wow. It looks so good, but probably not going to pull back. Anyway, good job on AMD for anyone who played that. That was awesome. That was really, really good. All right. I'm just waiting to see what else is out there. This is the SPY. All right, I'm going to leave that on the list today. iRobot. Again, who the heck knows what iRobot could do? It could go to 200 today. I have no idea. Boeing is down a lot, 4%. The thing is with buying Boeing is I feel like that's just a dumb thing to do. I should have shorted Boeing below the low of this candle. Mike says, why is iRobot moving? No idea, man. Why is GameStop up 121 points? Can't tell you, bro. AMC is dropping like a stone. Not that that's surprising to anyone at all. CrowdStrike. Let me look at this on the 5-minute chart. CrowdStrike, if I'm playing it, it would just be this 3-minute high wave hammer. 195.38 by 192.38. That could work on CrowdStrike. Okay, playing this doji. CrowdStrike's been a pretty strong chart. This purple line's the 50 EMA on the daily. On daily. Okay. So again, I want to just make sure that you guys are clear why I'm playing it. It's a big, strong name company. Let me just go look at the daily chart one more time. Yeah, numerous black candles in a row. The low of this bullish candle is 193.70. Oh, we actually did not go lower than that candle. Okay, let me keep waiting then. The low of this bullish candle on December 18th was 193.70. The low of today was 193.86. I want some type of trap to happen in this retest gap before I go long. The only reason I was even considering going long on CrowdStrike, just so you guys are comfortable with it, is it's at the 50 EMA in a bullish trend. It's down 18%, and it was coming into a gap that could act as a support. That's pretty much it. That's why I was considering playing it. Now, I'm not saying I can't play it. I'm not going to play it until it has another low or some type of rotational low or something. So let me just be patient on this one. We will see. And if I miss it, that's okay. I just miss a bunch of trades. I miss a bunch of trades. AMD, man, got so close. JS, that was the thing of beauty, dude. Great trade. And thanks for sharing that with us, my man. Thing of beauty, that entry. Joel says, Jared, you like Maxar for medium-term hold. Medium-term hold at $40 a share. I do. Yep. I've been liking Maxar forever, man. Yeah, I like it around that price. ALXO, not really doing much. Came down to the 50, hanging out. The Qs, trying to bounce off the 10. Microsoft, again, gapped up, faded down into support, and is bouncing. It is Microsoft. Again, you don't really want to short it long term. And then Amazon is, again, trying to bounce off the 10 EMA. I'll say this, if Amazon can break above this resistance at 3367, that should be really nice. Pedro says, do you consider pre-market volume? Yeah, I think it's important to look at. Yep, I think it's important to look at. All right, guys, we got a decent list. We really do. Look at AMD, man, brutal. Joan said, I bought GME at $8 yesterday. Wow. Wow. That is really wild. Look at that lower shadow. Oh my goodness. JS with the best entry on AMD ever. Calling the bottom. We were so close to the 100. I should have known. I should have known because right here we missed it by like a penny on November 2nd. And this time we missed it by like 3 pennies. Man. JS was the bottom. I love it. Oh, that's awesome. That is too funny. Ben says platforms are struggles. They didn't want people doubling down, so they got their margin back. Yeah, pretty much, man. Ben says, is this a good day to add to your core positions? Depends on what your core positions are, brother. Nokia, sure. Blue Apron, looks like it. This is not even going to stop. Not one selling candle. Plug, all right. Plug has broken above that high wave candle. All righty. So if we're looking at playing Plug, if you're not in, we can set this up as a as an official day trade. 64.83. I think we can get it actually a little bit lower than right there. I think we can get it down here. 64.27 by 62.27. Yep, I think we can do that. All right, that'll be the official day trade on Plug. First official day trade of the day. 64.27 by 62.27. Very easy to calculate. $2 of risk. New official day trade on Plug. Now, again, what if it doesn't fill? Then you don't lose. What if it does fill? Then you might lose or you might win. What if neither one of those things happen? Well, I'm not really sure then. All right, so today is the 27th. PLUG 64.27. Stop loss 62.27. So this is a fade, right? Gap down fade. Looking for it to maybe bounce. And again, I don't know if it will or not. Not sure. It doesn't have to, and it very well might not. $64.27. Okay. Oh. Good thing I'm checking my work. Almost did 50,000 shares. That would be too much. I do not want that amount. Got to check that work. Read those orders aloud. I do not want that amount. 64.27, 62.27. Target will be up here somewhere right now. I'm just gonna put it at 2 hours, and we'll just see if it does anything specific or special. All right. Okay. Steven says, great way to manage risk mitigation. Check your orders before submission. Yes, absolutely. Joel says, I think my max R put is the only thing I will be doing aside from some limit fills on existing positions. Andra says, is your average day trade $30,000? You mean my average day trade position? No, my average day trade position is probably $180,000. But I will say position size doesn't matter, right? It's all about risk. If you buy $30,000 worth of plug and $30,000 worth of Nokia and $30,000 worth of Amazon, those are 3 totally different trades. But if you risk $300, you can trade $300 on any trade and the position size doesn't matter. It's all about the risk, my man. How much are you going to lose if you're wrong? That's what matters. So CrowdStrike, it's okay that I missed that doji. I can live with that. Not a big deal. That would have been the way I would have played it, though. Been a very, very good play. Micron definitely bounced, which is nice. A good bounce on Micron. Beyond Meat is doing its thing. Nicholas is kind of strong, actually. Spy is bouncing. iRobot's doing its thing. Boeing. The thing is, I actually do like Boeing for a long here. I'm just really concerned on it's Boeing. Like, is it actually going to go higher? There's been almost zero bullish love on Boeing recently. If you are intrigued on playing Boeing, this is how I would. It's still a $2 stop loss. So your risk on both Boeing and plug would be the exact same, but your position size, Andres, would be totally different. They're both $2 stop losses, but the one on Boeing and the one on plug would be a lot different. So if you're looking at playing those, that would be the setup. And you're playing this hammer. If you're looking at playing Boeing, again, you don't have to, but that'd be what you'd be looking for. GoDaddy, GDDY. GoDaddy pulling back nicely. This is beautiful. Love the pullback on GoDaddy. Pulling back into some support at 70. It could be a good long-term ad. QS is on the move, says Mike. It could be, man. It is out of support. We did talk about it yesterday in the swing trading room, and it didn't have a gap today. But if it pulls back, I mean, it just made a new high. So I mean, if we get a little bit of a pullback and a bounce, it could go higher. Today is trash day. Find the worst companies in the world and see if we can buy them. It sounds kind of ridiculous, but it's kind of true. It's like garbage day station. It's all the weird stuff is moving. AMC is all the way back down to $13. Wow, wow, wow. Roku. So Roku did bounce a little bit. Again, got some nice little positions on Roku if you want to play it. Microsoft, what a great retest into the previous resistance. So again, if we're looking at how would you have played Microsoft, right? What type of gap is Microsoft for my newer traders? Do you guys remember? What type of gap is this one? All right, I'm going to read Lade's statement. Lade says, folks, if you're thinking of joining RLT, just do it. Learn everything you can and follow that plan. Amazing family looking out for you and your growth. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that, man. I would agree 100%. We are here as a team. It's not about me, and it's definitely not about how much money I'm making. There's a lot of trading rooms and trading organizations and education companies where it's like, hey, look how much money I'm making. Check it out. Lamborghini. And it's all about money and how much the instructor is making. But I want to show you all of the instructors here, Robert Falco, Tony, Johnny, Dan, Stephen King, Thomas Wong. We all want to help you, right? Tracy's going to hold your hand and show you how to create your system and your strategy and your approach and your why. So yes, all of you guys are absolutely correct. This is a beautiful retest gap, white candle gapping up. It retested. This blue line's the previous all-time high, and it just bounced off of it. Old resistance, new support, buy low, sell high. It's Microsoft. So if you're shorting it, don't short it long and then let it run. John says, any thoughts on a Spotify earnings play? If you have a Spotify subscription, John, be in some shares. Buy like 5 or 6 shares. And then buy more. If it gaps down to 292, buy some more shares. And if it gaps up on earnings, sell those shares for a profit and pay for your Spotify for the year. That's what I would do. Plug. So did anyone take that breakout? If you took the breakout, it is running. If you got the limit buy, right? The limit buy has obviously not filled yet. I'll leave it out there for anyone who's a little bit on the slower side, but that was a cool breakout. Very, very nice fade. Beautiful bear high wave candle. Russ is in. Very, very cool. Because again, I did record this session, but again, if you're thinking about this candle, just look at that bear volume. Look at that indecision. Bear volume and indecision. So if the bulls take out that bear volume, what do you think is going to happen to the bears? Right? All those bears are going to be sad pandas. Bears become sad pandas. They start crying. They have to buy to cover. Now, the next candle, another inside candle, right? Pressure, building. Another bear candle, inside candle, pressure, building. So when that happened, that's when I was like, all right, guys, well, if it breaks above here, stop low here, that could be a good setup. And then if you want to get in lower, you could have actually set up an entry here at 64.11. But anyway, there was the fill right there. That was it. I don't know if you would have gotten filled at 64.11. Yeah, that was analysis. So that was just a few moments ago. So we're going to leave the limit buy open for anyone who didn't get on the breakout, just in case it pulls back. And we'll see what it does. Brad says, look at Pets. Man, Pets was absolutely on fire. Oh, my God. Well, I missed that one. Mike Gurley, remember me talking about Pets? You remember that one, Gurley? Unbelievable. How did I sell that? Oh, no. What is going on in the market? Let's go find the most random company of all time. What's the most random company ever? ST&E, yep, pulled down to support and is bouncing. You're absolutely correct. Terry says his Hertz down. Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim's working fine for me. I'm over here putting in orders and setting up trades and all kinds of stuff. Enron is up 25%. That's funny. That is funny. Dominic, did you take the breakout on AMD? You were asking about it earlier. I didn't know if you did or not. But AMD had a little bit of a good breakout. Again, plug. We'll leave that open order for just a little bit. CrowdStrike. Oh, I missed that one, man. That was a miss. That was the doji. I should have just played that doji right at the 50. 50 EMA. That was just the support. Is the market really gap down fading? Is that what's happening, Falco? Are we gapping down and getting bought up? What? Why is that happening? Why are we gapping down and getting bought up? Again. Visa. So Visa still just riding the struggle bus for right now. But I could put that on the list. I think I need to get an R back from Visa. Adonis says, I got 2 R's on Stone Co. What's your target, Jay? Bro, that's a swing trade, my man. ST&E is a longer term swing. So just sit back and relax. If it's your first trade that you're up 2 R's and you want to take it. But ST&E is a swing trade, man. All right. So again, plug is still open for right now. Visa. I've got to watch Visa. Visa's really getting beat up. Beyond Meat, Nikola. Talking about a random company. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd feel like a moron for buying up here. I'm just going to take that off the list. All right. iRobot, Boeing. Ooh, nice move on Boeing. There we go. Okay. Some buyers actually do care about Boeing still. All right. By the way, if you're here in the chat pane, type in a 6. If you remember that analysis, talking about the hammer. There's the perfect hammer. Perfect. There it is. Indecision candle, buying candle, buy the dip into the hammer. Mike says, I got 10 shares of it. Hey, man, that's cool. Practice is practice. Here's the point, team. And again, I keep drilling this home. The point of all this is, do you think it can help you in your trading to get practice and to be around people that explain it rather than just get in and say, are you in? Why are you not in? And then yell at you for not being in. It's about explaining the process. That's the point. The point is understanding why you're doing it so that if I'm not here, if none of us are here, you still have the ability to do it yourself at your house over and over and over again. You know, that's the point. Mike says, Jan, you're an excellent communicator. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that, man. Brian says, does that count as a gap fill on CrowdStrike on the daily? No. Oh my gosh. I need to get like a boxing bag for those obvious misses. Wow. Oh boy. There we go. Sorry. Couldn't find the mute button fast enough. All right. I don't know if anyone played CrowdStrike, and I'm sorry I missed that one, guys. That's my bad. We should absolutely be in with that doji. 100% should be in. So here is the setup that I was looking at. I get scared sometimes. So there's your morning star. There's the doji. And again, I went through why we would have played it based on the daily chart. Okay, based on the daily chart, that's why I was like, okay, this is why we should be taking this trade. And then you would have had a limit buy. You would have gotten filled right there. Again, this purple line is the 50 EMA on the daily. It's also that gap level. And then boom. Bam, son. Oh, well. Going to take that off the list so I don't get some weird version of fear of missing out. And I'm going to keep my eyes. All right. Plug. That was the rotation low that we were supposed to get filled on. That was it. All right. So there's a definitely a pullback. So we can cancel plug, at least for me. Cancel plug. Great try. All right, teams, I'm canceling plug day trade. It is canceled in my broker. Lucas says it's because you're responsible for so many new people. That's why you're scared. You're more scared. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Yep. I got a lot of traders out there who are going to be extremely, extremely new. And that's okay. But I want you guys to learn this stuff. I want you to learn the why. I want you to learn the why. Look at my boy Graham getting 1R on AMD. Solid job, sir. Solid job. George, did you get a chance to play AMD long, buddy, after the short on the morning? The morning sell-off? Amy says, Amwell hit my target. Killer. What an absolute beast. AMWL. Gorgeous play. Oh my gosh. That's so pretty. Time to get into the collar on Amwell. Teladoc also gapped down and getting bought up a little bit. Not surprising. Joseph says, I got 1.2 R's on AMD going to Disney World. That's awesome, man. What a great trade on AMD. I mean, it was very, very beautiful. It sold off in the morning and got bought up later in the day. That is so cool. And this is going to provide like one of the greatest, depending on how it closes today, this is going to be one of the coolest hammers of all time on AMD. I like it. What do you guys think I should do on AMD? I got this covered call for 100 that I sold, and I got $2.14 on. Right now it's worth 30 cents, but it expires this Friday. Should I hold it or should I buy it back? Rich says hold. Joseph says buy back. Edward says hold it. Lottie says let it expire. Rich says it's your rules. Well, true. I sold this one on what day was that? One of these days over here. It's this week though. That's the thing. Jay says, what was your plan? My plan was just to let it expire worthless. That is the plan. I mean, it's only 29 cents, like 40 extra bucks on two. Oh no, actually a little bit more than that. I got 3 contracts, so it's 90. Kelvin says buy back and sell again Thursday. Yeah, that's probably what I'm intrigued on doing is I could probably buy that one back and sell another one for February for higher. Ron says 30 cents is not that much. All right. I'll buy it back. Let's do it. It's not going to cost me money. I'm going to win on the trade, and I think I'll be able to sell another one for February. All right, so realized profit on my AMD covered calls. I've bought it back. So again, I sold these for $2, 3 contracts on AMD. So it was $600 credit came into my account when I sold those. All right, and then I just bought back 3 and I spent 30 cents. So that's $90. So after commissions, give or take, I'll make $500 credit on that particular covered call. Does that make sense, guys? Any questions on that while we're here? Because what I think I'm probably going to be able to do is if implied volatility starts picking up and AMD comes up into like 92, I'll probably be able to sell like a 101 or 102 for next week or February week 2 and probably get $1 or $2. That's what's interesting. Tom says, do you make good money selling covered calls? I don't know, man. I do all right. Well, what's good money? It depends on how much shares you have and what the point of them is, I guess. Tom says relative to other strategies. I would say absolutely not. I don't make a lot of money from the call sales themselves. Right? So when I sell calls, just the selling of the calls, I probably make maybe an extra $3,000 or $4,000 a month. I make a lot more money day trading and or buying options. So yeah, it's an extra 1 to 2 hours a month. Exactly, Tom. You got it right, man. It's not bad. It's not bad, but you know, I had someone ask me that earlier today actually, and yeah, it's not awful. So yeah, anyway, there you go. There you go. Adonis says Pinterest question mark. So Pinterest gap down, buy off the blue line, fade higher. Makes sense. I get it. Pinterest looks good. I'm long Pinterest. VRM gap down. A lot of you guys got filled on it. Russ says Verizon's at a long-term support. It is. I don't have any position on Verizon, but if I was going to have a position on Verizon, it'd be down here at 54. It'd be lower than it is now. Robert, on Pinterest, you sold those? Verizon, gotcha. Robert says on Verizon, I just sold 5250 March puts. Nice. How much premium is that? Let's go check it out. March. Oh, wow. You're getting a percent down there. Okay. There you go. So Robert is selling 5250 March puts on Verizon and capturing 1%, but not this month. It'll be next month. I mean, the cash is coming into his account now, but it'll be realized in March. And if he gets put shares, he wants to get put shares there. So I get it. All right. So Verizon, or sorry, this is Visa. I'm just going to watch it. Plug, we canceled it. Micron, Beyond Meat, Spies bouncing, iRobot. Boeing, great trade on Boeing if you haven't got a chance to play that. That is a thing of beauty. Wow, how interesting. Okay, so again, if you did play Boeing, you're actually up a little bit more than an R right now. So here's what I would do. If I were in your exact position and if anyone did take that trade on Boeing, I mean, it was a beautiful setup. I would exit 10% here. So go ahead and exit 10% and then increase the stop to above where you got in. So now there's zero chance you can lose on this trade. Type in a 1 if that's exciting. If you like not losing on a trade. I mean, literally, you're either going to win or you're going to win. The next target, I would exit everything at 197.60 if you get there. A lot of you guys are enjoying the move on Fastly. Wow, look at Fastly up 10%. There you go. Gap fill on Fastly. Amazing. Very beautiful. And we did play Fastly on a swing trade, although I exited way too early. Edward says, sell my calls at the gap fill. Yes, sir. Bob Myers says lemonade, LMND. Ooh, that's a beautiful. There's the pattern, Ross. There it is. Jim says, is it any kind of signal when both legs of a bull put spread are positive? That's a good question. Tells me that volume is really, really low. It's probably at the market. It's probably because the bid ask spread of your bought put is really, really weird and the volume is just very low on it. So if I was in that exact position, Jim, I would buy to close my short put and try to sell to close my long put for a profit. If you can be profitable on both of them, take profit on both of them. But it's normally probably because of the bid ask spread on the long put in your situation. Wow, how interesting, man. That was really, wow. What a day. Look at GameStop and AMC. Now, here's the ironic part. Let me go look at this. So the semi-hilarious part is GameStop. All right. So guys, listen to this. You ready for this? Next Friday on GameStop. That's right. Next Friday, you could sell a $23 put and bring in $1.50? No. All right, let me try this really quick. Let me see if this actually fills. No way. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on one second. I'm actually getting an order I've never gotten before. Underlying is hard to borrow stock. We are not accepting this order type at this time. Whoa. That's crazy. I've never gotten that before on anything in my whole life. Yeah, I'm in Thinkorswim. I'm trying to sell a $23 put expiring next Friday for $1. Thomas says, yeah, Thinkorswim not letting you sell new contracts on GME. Pablo says, that's way too risky, dude. It's musical chairs with 100 dancers and 3 chairs. Maybe, dude, maybe, but I'm willing to take the risk. I mean, GameStop's at $277 a share. $23. So I was trying to do it for next Friday. I mean, it's next Friday, dude. Because here's the thing. What's going to happen on GameStop is it will pull back. It'll pull back into like the 170s, but then people are going to buy it. Because they're like, oh, it's going to go back up to 300. And it probably will rally back up to 250. And then it'll probably pull back down to 90, 80, 70. I agree. It'll come back down, but it's going to take it until April. Now, here's the funny part. I bet you guys could buy that option, couldn't you? I bet you could buy that option. Of course you could buy it. They'll let you buy it. Ed says, I just sold it in IB. Got it. Cool, man. Well, yeah, it's anyway, random day. Brad says, I just told you open the GameStop $9 puts next week at 29 cents. 29 cents for a $9 put for next week. That is banana town. Bananas. If you're an advanced options trader and you're very, very comfortable with your risk, guys, this is free money. $9 for next Friday. It's just math at that point. It's just math. That's hilarious. Wow. What a day to be alive. Are you not entertained? Robert says, I sold regular February $5 for 14 cents. Jiminy Christmas and a sack of potatoes. That is wild, dude. I wonder if I can sell a $5. Let me try it. Let me try to sell the $5 and think or swim. Nope, still can't do it. Wow. Looks like I'm going to have to sell it in IB, huh? Which is fine, but Thinkorswim is whatever. Ahmed says, who's going to be buying $9 puts? So no one's buying it. When you do an open order for an option, you are creating the market for that. So when you buy to open and sell to open, you are adding to the pool of liquidity. You're adding to the open interest. But there's Leah. Leah said, I just bought a put. So there you go. Someone else is going to be doing it too. So too bad that I can't sell it, but oh well. Pablo says, look at the short squeeze of Volkswagen, October 26, 2008. Yeah, I agree. But if we're looking at it, you're 100% right. So it was at 100. Okay, it took it over a month and a half to go down 50%. Right? So it had the short squeeze, and then from 100, it took it this right here. This is $37. It took it a whole month and a half to go down to that level. So number one, you're absolutely correct for sure. But once that squeeze happened, the retracement at which it went in was extremely, extremely slow. So that's all I'm saying. And Volkswagen is a company, and GameStop technically, theoretically, is a company as well. So if it went down to $5, it's like, I'll buy some shares. You know, if GameStop went down to $13, I'd buy some shares. Is it going to happen by next week? No. But anyway, that's just my opinion. You don't have to do the trade. I'm just saying that it looks interesting and entertaining. That's all. That's all. Just looks interesting. Pablo says experience. Yeah, man. I mean, pick it. Tilray, right? The short squeeze on Tilray when it went from $24 to $300 in 2.5 months, right? It took it a year to go back down to 40. Because when those run-ups happen, man, people actually buy those run-ups and they make some money on it. And then they get like a visceral connection to the stock and they're like, oh, I need to get in. I need to get in. I need to get in. You know, so they constantly buy the dip and they just get hosed. Pablo says, you 10 years ago is me 1 year ago. True, man. Yeah. But hey, dude, look how far you've come in a year. Because the funny thing is, me 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 8 years ago was really, really, really dumb. So you're good from here for a while, man. Like you've learned so much. Like you're going to be doing fine. Totally fine. Look at Workhorse. Oh my, what is going on? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh boy. It's like you can't buy it if you're not in and you're not going to short it. So Big C was amazing. Now, Big C, a lot of people are in Big C from that breakout. Look at that swing trade miss, huh? 18 cents. I will say this, your boy Jake was calling this one hard on Twitter. Your boy Jake was absolutely pumping that stock very, very well. Rocket companies, that's a nice gap on Rocket today. I'm not going to trade it because I can't make money on Rocket ever. But Terry, you can. You can do it. You can make money on it. Airbnb up 2%. Oh, sorry, up 8%. Wonderful. Love Airbnb long term. That is so nice. Lucian says, is $1.33 of slippage on an option stop loss common? That's what I got on the pins stop out. It is. I mean, if it gaps down, yeah. Unfortunately. PayPal, hammer on PayPal. Yeah. I mean, so again, it's early in the day, guys. Early in the day. This is an insta rally, which means we're about to roll over. I think. This is an insta rally. So it's like boom, boom. So are we really gonna just do this, and then just crush all day long? Probably not. I think on not only PayPal, but on most things, we're about to do one of these guys, and we might go higher. We might later in the day, but I think this is just a bear retesting. Now we traded to a target, so we do have a nice hammer, but it's going to be very interesting to see how we end. The market's been open an hour. So we got a lot of things to be focused on today. I don't think we just hammer out of here and just absolutely surge. Again, we could, but I'm going with I don't think that's going to happen. Patrick says, I did it. I sold the February 5th, 25.50 GameStop puts for $1.32. Wow. That's amazing. I'll keep an eye on it for you, man, but I'm quite confident in that trade. Again, I mean, it could be negative, Patrick, for a week or something, but it's just math, right? Unless GameStop goes down to 25, you're good. By next Friday. Jake, dude, tell me you murdered AMD today. Tell me you shorted it at open and then bought it down here. Tell me, Jake. Give me the good news. You had to. Easiest of all time, right? So again, I do think we're about to slowly get some selling out there, team. Just a little bit of selling. We rallied very, very fast. So if you're looking at playing AMD long, 88 is much better. 88. So shave off 43 cents. Hey guys, great try on plug. And if you did take the breakout, very, very well done. Awesome. Awesome work. So again, I'm just going to wait. I think we're about to get some rollovers on some stuff. So Boeing, that's why you want to increase, you want to exit some on Boeing. We got our stop loss where you guys can't lose on it if you're in Boeing. Twitter's doing its thing. GameStop, oh my gosh, it could go higher. That's unreal. It could go higher from here. Oh my goodness. What is going on? AMC is going to try to go higher. Kohl's, I couldn't do anything with it. Roku, wow. Surgical, man. You cannot short this market. You can't. You can't short it. Zoom is starting to get some buying. Airbnb is up amazing. Wow, incredible. Thomas says, I almost set up a short on Roku. Almost. Yeah, man. I'm glad you didn't. Very glad you did not do that. Chris says, should I buy back the 620? I bought mine back, my man, long time ago. So yeah, why not? Hertz is up 19%. Yeah, why would they not be? Think of all the cars all the cars they rent. You know? Think of all the people that sit in the cars with their when they drive it. Thomas says they don't know what Q means. No, apparently not. All right. So I'm looking for Micron is one of the weaker because it's just out in no man's land. Micron is out in no man's land. Okay. So I will make fun of myself openly if I lose on this trade. Here's what I want it to do. I want it to break down and then potentially retest, and I might short it. And again, I will make fun of myself openly if I lose on a short today. I will tell everyone, and everyone will be able to poke fun at me and say, Jeremy, what a dumb face. And I'll go, yeah. But again, if it hasn't happened yet, I'm waiting. We're going to see. Yeah, GameStop's about to go higher. GameStop is legitimately about to go higher. Unbelievable. But again, I mean, those put sales, like I do think that that's just money sitting down there because why not? The thing is GameStop going to go lower? Absolutely. Right? It could drop 70% and still be at 90. It could drop 70% tomorrow and still be at $90. Let that sink in. And then when it's at 90, don't you think some people are going to be like, and just get in? You know, of course. That's exactly what they would do. They would go all YOLO and text their bros and drink some Night Light and start buying some shares of GameStop. All right, Apple. Apple, double bottom on the 3-minute. My boy Ron is an amazing short-term trader. Amazing. Yeah, that is a 3-minute double bottom, brother. That's it. Overstock, OSTK. Ed, you still in this one, brother? Did you hold through? Allison and Marta, you guys all hold through it? I mean, it only took 2 months to come back. Got to be patient sometimes. Got to be patient. Overstock's gone, by the way, guys. Gone. All right. AMC, Roku, Kohl's, Best Buy. Sorry, this is Bed Bath & Beyond. Oh my gosh. I have no idea what to do. I don't know what to do today. You guys ever been in a position you're like, I don't know. That's how I am right now. I do not know what to do. Probably nothing then, I guess, huh? Probably sit back and just do absolutely nothing. Now, coming up in 15 minutes, we do have an interview with a real life trader. And I'm very, very excited for you guys to hear his story and speak to him and talk to him and learn about his trials and tribulations and wins and all the goods that come along with that. So that'll be in 15 minutes. So make sure you stick around for the interview. But I will be ending this recording in 15 minutes and then we'll start a new one for the interview. But having a good time. It's interesting out there. Ed says that's the greatest lesson on the covered calls, patience. Yes, sir. Are you in the hedging with options class, Ed? Did you take it? I'm assuming you did. He says no. Oh. Okay. You probably should. Just saying, man. From Ed says from one Ed to another, you should probably do it. It is more discipline. I agree, but there are rules about when to do it, and you can look at the rules. I outline the rules for you in the class. So you don't have any rules right now for when you do it. So you just do it randomly. So at least have some rules so that you can know when to do it. Because I mean, it's worth it, man. Plus I'm teaching it live, you know, so tomorrow, tonight, tomorrow, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yep. It's not too late to join. It's good, man. It really is. It's worth it. Chewy. Wow. Oh, that's funny, Ed. I like it. I like it, man. Mike says, bought back my $99 covered call in AMD for 10 cents earlier, capturing 95% premium. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, man. Absolutely, bro. Well done. Good premium capture. I bought mine back as well. And let me just go see what kind of premium. I really want to do it on an update, so I'm going to wait. I just want to see what kind of premium we have for February. Yeah, so on an up day right now, the implied volatility, let me go check it out because the implied volatility is high enough. I can sell it. Implied volatility. Oh, wow, that's pretty good. The 105 covered call, ladies and gentlemen, for regular February on AMD has a 58% implied volatility and pays out $1.17 for 23 days away. That's really not bad for $1.05. Because my question is, would it be a lot more if we, next 2 or 3 days will be a bounce higher and fill this gap? It's like, I don't know how much higher it would be. It might be a little bit higher, but I don't know if it's gonna be a lot higher than that. What do you guys think? Edward says, would you want to sell the covered call at the gap fill? Wouldn't you want to do it? Yeah, well, that's exactly the question I'm trying to figure out is because today you're going to have some really high implied volatility because of earnings. And the fact that it's down 5%. So people are kind of freaking out. So my question is, if it does bounce, would this value of the option actually go up at $1.05? 105 is up here, dude. It's $15 away. You're getting 1% for 23 days. It's not bad. Ron says, I'm still feeling some pullback. It could be easy money. Yeah, because that's the thing is, again, if it, let's say it does this for 3 or 4 days, I could buy it back for 80 cents and then sell another one on the bounce. Just something to think about. I'll let you tell me, Ed. How about that? Whatever Edward Lynn does, I'll do. All right, Visa, still waiting on plug. We tried it, guys. If you took the breakout, congratulations. Ed says, I'm going to wait for the gap filled. Sell a covered call. Done. Waiting, I will do. Boeing, hanging out, Twitter. Oh, this is nice. Twitter is, you're right. Twitter did retest kind of nicely. You are definitely correct. Did you get triggered on Twitter? No, I didn't get triggered on it. I don't have any set up on it right now, but if we're going to play it, it would probably be like this. So I would say if you're looking at playing Twitter long, most likely be 49.09 by 48.39. It is a buy low, sell high into support. So that's pretty much what I think on Twitter, Adonis, if you're looking at playing it. Lucian says, can I get your thoughts on Tesla since they have earnings tonight? No real thoughts, man. Trend is bullish. It's either going to gap down and go higher or gap up and then go higher. Right? If it gaps up, it'll fade down before it goes higher. And as long as it doesn't gap down below 777, if it opens down below there, people will definitely be trapped and it'll pull down into 675 and then go higher. But it's going to go higher regardless. The question is just what's it going to do on earnings? Mike says INO looks great on the weekly. Yes, sir. So I did my best to get filled on that one. Did my best. And I guess my best was not good enough. I tried. I spotted it. I saw it. I did my best. Fastly, congratulations, Edward, selling his profit target on Fastly calls. Well done. Donna says, where would you look to add to a swing position on BABA? Well, earnings are around the corner, but I mean, anywhere in here would have been amazing. If it pulls back to 240, that's a no-brainer. And this could still be the top of your pyramid. I mean, BABA's got tons and tons and tons of rate of movement ahead of it left. So pennant pattern, if it breaks out of that pennant pattern, go long, add to some shares there. If it pulls back to 240, buy some shares there. BABA looks really, really pretty. Lulu, nice little hammer. The Qs, hammer. Amazon, come on, Amazon, let's go, bro. Let's go, Amazon. Tilray, TLRY. Ooh, Tilray. You guys remember that hammer discussion on Tilray yesterday in the afternoon swing trading room? Nice little hammer. SPLK. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa. Up about an R on SPLK. Trying to get some of those R's back from where we lost on some things earlier. All right. So we go ahead and fill out the swing trade journal, and then I'll I'll stop the recording. I did get stopped out on both First Solar and Net. I didn't take give me 1 second. I'm missing it. There it is right here. I didn't take Matt's weekly options either because I already have plenty of Pinterest. So I didn't need any more. Didn't need any more. This is WW. So we haven't gotten stopped out of that swing trade yet. We're still in it. It's trying to do something. So we'll see. PayPal, I believe 234.67. Did he see that open? 234.67. The low is 225. Wow, 224.24. I think Matt's in that trade. I'll have to ask him. I don't know if he left that open, but if he did, it got filled. Matt, did you get filled on this PayPal you set up? Because you're profitable if it did, barely, but you are right now, so you could hold it or just exit for profit. Anyway, we'll see what he says on that one. Snow, Edward Snowden, SNOW. So we're gonna leave it open for now. See what if it does later down the road, but we'll leave it open presently. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, team. Well, if you're watching this recording on YouTube or anywhere else you're watching it, thank you so much. I hope it was beneficial, helpful, impactful, and of course, enriching. Next is an interview with a real life trader. So if you're here live, stay tuned. You guys rock.